Hi you guys, welcome back to another vlog. If you're new here, my name is Lisa. Thanks so much for joining. This is going to be like a few days in my life vlog. I also, as I mentioned in the last vlog, wanted to go over some of the things that really have been helping me prioritize self-care and like my mental care during pregnancy, and some of the products I've been using that I've been loving, and I wanted to share that with you guys before the end of my pregnancy. We have a few days left, under 30. Who knows when she will decide to make her debut. It's my first baby, so you never know. But we are in the home stretch. I am definitely feeling very pregnant recently, and yeah, I'm just making sure or trying to do what I can to kind of prioritize some self-care before she gets here, because I know in the first couple weeks, months, it will be all about her, and I'm so happy about that. But I just want to make sure that I am just prioritizing some stuff for me beforehand, just so I feel good going into this new chapter. And of course I wanted to share some of the things that I've been doing like my entire pregnancy with you guys that have just been kind of really helpful for me, and I hope that they can also help you too. But as I mentioned, just finished getting myself put together for the day. I try to do this daily just to feel better about myself. It definitely helps, and some days look way different. Some days I am in sweats and my hair is in a bun and I cannot be bothered to put a stitch of makeup on my face. But when I can put myself a little bit together and look a little bit presentable, it's a good day. So yeah, I just put my jewelry on. It's so weird. In the middle of my pregnancy, in my second trimester, my wedding band, so I haven't worn it in so long, I just tried to put it on again now because I've been missing it, and it's actually very snug, so I'm gonna take it off before I can't get it off at all. But my wedding band would irritate my finger. Like I would get a rash only from my wedding band, and that's never happened to me prior to pregnancy. I never had any issues. And my wedding band and my engagement ring are made by the same company brand. So I don't know what the deal is. I would get like all these like bumps and like rashes just from this band. Let me know if that's happened to you, if you've had like, if you've been pregnant and you've had like a reaction from jewelry, because I've never had reactions from any type of jewelry, unless they're like, you know, that costume jewelry that you get a little bit of like a, I don't know, dark spot from. But other than that, I've never like had a rash or anything. So I'm hoping it was just like pregnancy hormones reacting weird with the ring, but I really do miss it. So I'm praying, fingers crossed, that after pregnancy I can wear this again, because it is so beautiful. And I don't know, I have my just a little gold band on right now just to fill the void, but I miss it, and I don't know, like it was such a weird thing and I just haven't put it on since. I've tried and tried in my second trimester to wear it, and I would always get a rash from it. It was so weird. But yeah, just gonna start the day. I have a few errands to run today. Of course, I'll take you guys along. So I just got back from running some errands that include food shopping, paying some bills, and I also stopped into H&M. I really want to find some more sets that I can potentially wear now and also postpartum. I think it's really important during pregnancy. I know a lot of people like don't want to buy maternity clothes because, you know, you're not wearing them after pregnancy, so sometimes it's frustrating to spend money on clothes that you really don't get like a lot of uses out of unless you plan on having multiple pregnancies. But I think it's really important to buy clothing that can be worn during pregnancy and after pregnancy, especially during the postpartum months. And for me, with the seasons changing, it was important for me to pick up a few things that I know I'll be able to wear during the springtime. I did purchase some things during pregnancy, but it was more like wintry stuff. Also some like jeans, which I don't think I'm gonna be wanting to put on a pair of jeans postpartum just yet. So I picked up some sets, and honestly, I feel like sets are so convenient and so easy, especially when you're like just trying to look put together and like don't want to have to think about like, okay, I have these pants, what top am I gonna wear with it, you know? So I want to get a few, maybe like 5 in total, sets that I'll have on like rotation for the first couple weeks, months of postpartum. Everything will need to be stretchy, comfortable, light. That's basically what I'm looking for. And I found 2 sets in H&M today, which are really cute, and will share with you now. I also, of course, like I literally can't go anywhere into any store without buying something for my daughter, whether it be clothes, an accessory. I saw this little squirrel in H&M, and me and my husband have this weird thing in the beginning of our relationship with this squirrel that would always like be at his apartment. It was weird, but we have this thing, and I saw this, and how stinking cute is that? It is so cute, I had to get it. But anyway, the first set that I picked up is this pink, super stretchy set. So it's a pair of pants and a top, and it's like this like ribbed stretchy material, which is really nice. I'm gonna put a picture or video up here. It's this beautiful pink color which originally drew me to it, and I think it's perfect for the springtime when I'll be freshly postpartum. And then it had this top that matched along with it, which is like a short sleeve, same material, stretchy, which I think is great for postpartum and breastfeeding and all of that stuff. And you know what this actually reminds me of? Maybe I'm aging myself, but growing up, there was this random weird trend of these like stretchy tops. They came and they were like this big, and then you would put them on and they would fit everyone's body. It was like one size fits all. I don't know if you guys remember those, or maybe I'm dating myself and I'm aging myself, but that's what this reminded me of. And I think they're really cute still. It is a beautiful color, and I think it'll be really flattering on as well. Super comfortable, and just basically everything I'm looking for. So this was the first set that I picked up. I also think it's great to be able to shop like the H&Ms and the Zara's and stuff like that to find pieces like this, just so you're not spending so much money, and you're just getting things that you know will be convenient, or you'll be able to wear for a few months if need be. If you grow out of them, then that's fine, but because they are so reasonably priced, I think that helps, and it definitely, I don't know, makes the process a little bit easier. But I just think it's important to feel comfortable in yourself and what you wear during these times, especially because you're going through so much and you'll have so much hormonal changes, and you know, to at least feel put together and look a little bit put together, I think will help me tremendously. Anyway, next set that I picked up is this like navy, and I wanted to go darker with the colors, just because who knows, maybe I'll be wearing like a diaper or just something, you know, depending on my pregnancy, I'll definitely be having to be wearing like stuff underneath these that I don't necessarily want to be seen through my clothing. So I think it's also good to pick up some pieces that are a little bit darker. So in case, you know, your milk is coming in and you're leaking, stuff like that, I think is also a good thing to keep in mind when you're shopping postpartum. But yeah, so this is a navy set. It's actually long sleeves. This is a button down and it has this like really cute pattern. And then of course just a pair of pants to go along with it. Stretchy, long pair of pants I think will be perfect for postpartum. And a top like this again is great. I'm definitely going to be trying to breastfeed, so I think that this with the buttons will just be perfect. And those are the two sets that I picked up and I want to share with you guys. I am definitely, as I mentioned, on the hunt for some more. I just want to make sure that I have a little wardrobe that I can resort to, and just to make my days easier. I think it's really important to be able to prep a little bit for postpartum and just get yourself ready. This is my first pregnancy, so I really don't know how I'll feel and, you know, what the vibe will be. But I just want to make sure that I have my best foot forward. I am, you know, prepared in all aspects, ordering what I need to just kind of like know that I have the resources and I don't have to go out and rush and buy things and try to order things as fast as I can just so, you know, I'm comfortable. I think it's really important to just make sure you're setting yourself up as well. I know there's all the things that you need to do for baby and, you know, nesting in the nursery and buying all of the things that you need for them. But I think sometimes women overlook themselves and kind of put themselves on the back burner already before the baby is even here. And I think that kind of contributes sometimes to the postpartum depression. So that's why I'm doing what I'm doing now, trying to take care of myself as much as I can. As I mentioned before, she is here, giving myself the love and the self-care that I need before a lot of my attention, pretty much all, will be put onto her, which I am totally fine with and happy to do. But just having those resources and things that I know will be helpful in the future ahead of time, I think will be so, so great and just really help me kind of like thrive a little bit during the final trimester. Good morning, you guys. Just finished filming my third trimester workout for my personal training program. If you guys are new here, I'm a certified personal trainer, and I recently got certified in prenatal fitness, and I have an Instagram where I share weekly workouts, and of course, over the past couple months, I've been sharing a lot of prenatal workouts that, I mean, even if you're not pregnant, you can do. But working out has definitely been something that has been super helpful for me to stay in a good mindset, to stay healthy during pregnancy, and definitely one of my top self-care tips I can give anyone. Here's the thing, I'm not telling you to go to a gym or to work out like you did in the past or spend hours working out a day. It's more of just moving your body, stretching, giving your body the love it needs, because During these times, you are growing, you're changing, and you're often so, I don't know, achy and uncomfortable. And I promise you, working out will help you so much. Not only physically, but also mentally. Like, the clarity I have after a workout is just insane. It helps me feel so much better. And I literally do 20, under 30 minutes workouts, and they are perfect for me. I do them at home. Sometimes I use weights, sometimes I don't. Super simple, very easy, nothing too crazy on the body. I could not recommend that enough to someone who is pregnant and, you know, just wants to feel their very best. But I can go on and on about this, and I have a few videos up on my YouTube already about working out, and also working out during pregnancy if you want to check them out. But what I really wanted to share with you guys is some of the athleisure workout clothes that I picked up during pregnancy. I literally lived in these outfits my entire pregnancy, and I could not recommend this brand enough. Funny enough is they are from Amazon, and they're super affordable, and this is my go-to brand now. Like, I will be shopping this brand go forward post-pregnancy. So the brand is called CRZ Yoga, and you might have heard of it before because I feel like a lot of people have gained interest in this brand. They are a dupe to Lululemon, and in my opinion, they're even better than Lululemon. The quality is so good. They feel amazing. They're so comfortable. As I mentioned, I've worn these things to the ground during my pregnancy, which is months long, and they are still in such great condition. I literally cannot say one bad thing about this brand. I wanted to just share a few of the pieces that I picked up. I am doing a little something on TikTok, and I want to share how I style them and just some of their pieces. So first and foremost, their maternity wear. The Over the Bump is the best, my go-to, so comfortable. If you're pregnant, you know sometimes that things that are too tight on or around the bump can get very uncomfortable. So when you have something that goes over, it is so much more comfortable. You can breathe, you don't feel like you're restricted. So I got these pants. I'm wearing the black right now, and I also got them in this really pretty dark brown color. I'll put up a picture of how I style them and wear them religiously. If you guys want to know the exact style name or code, definitely leave me a comment down below and I can add that for you. But these are amazing. I even think that I'm going to be wearing them, obviously, postpartum, and then after pregnancy. All I need to do is just fold them down and it's perfect. Like, I will definitely be wearing these also after pregnancy when I no longer have a bump. They were under $30, so affordable. I know during pregnancy you really can get in your head about spending a lot of money on clothing that you might not necessarily wear in the future. And I think this brand is so amazing for us pregnant women that don't want to spend hundreds of dollars on Lululemon or Aloe or any of those fitness brands that have this quality. You can purchase them at an affordable price, get the same quality, get the same feel, and just feel really confident during your pregnancy. Next thing that I got is this set. It's also, I believe, the same pants, but in navy. And I got their matching top to go with it, which has this really nice squared off neckline, and it's a little bit longer. It's not like a sports bra, but it does have padding. You can take it out if you would like, but this is one of my favorites. Next thing is not maternity, actually, and it's these gorgeous pink pants, and they have the V design, which I think is really nice also too for pregnancy, because again, when you're wearing something straight across around the bump, sometimes it can get really tight and you feel really uncomfortable. Whereas when you have these, you can wear them a little bit more low rise, and the V helps kind of alleviate the tightness in that area. And I think it's also really flattering as well with the bump. And then I got this sports bra to match. It's definitely a sports bra, not that much coverage, but so pretty. It has like a little crisscross detailing in the back, and again, it has pads, but you can take them out, and I think it's so good. I'll definitely be in this postpartum. And then the last thing is one of their long sleeve prenatal tops, which is definitely bump friendly. I wish I got this in a smaller size. I think I got it in a medium just because I didn't know how big my bump was going to be. So it's a little bit too large for me on the top. It definitely covers the bump. But again, a really pretty baby pink color, and just super easy, simple to throw on over a set. And I believe they have them in a ton of colors, which is nice. It's that really stretchy material, so it's super comfortable. And yeah, so those are some of the pieces that I have so far from CRZ Yoga. After every 20-minute workout I do, I like to do some prenatal stretching and like pregnancy prep stretching, which I'm gonna do now. I will put up a video here of what it looks like. If you don't have a yoga ball, I would definitely recommend getting one. They are very helpful, and used it the entire pregnancy. You can definitely use it to help induce pregnancy after in the later months. So you can get them off of Amazon. They're usually not super expensive. But these are some of the stretches that I've been doing daily. All you need to do is each move from 30 seconds to a minute, and just really take your time and make sure you're breathing. You're stretching that perineal area, which will hopefully help you during birth to have an easier birth, to maybe prevent or just minimize tearing if that is the route that you end up going during your birth. But I am trying it out. Again, I'm a first-time mom, and who knows if these stretches or exercises or the things I'm eating and my diet will help me in any way during my birth. You really do not know what's gonna happen that day, but I'm gonna do these things if I know it could potentially help. And something like this is really not even just for birth beneficial, but everyday beneficial. You're stretching out your body. Again, you're giving your body the love it needs to feel better. And it's another thing on my to-do list of just giving myself self-care and self-love during this time. So I would definitely recommend trying this out. There's so many different videos also to follow on the internet. Just go on YouTube and search perineal stretches and birth prep stretches, and you'll find something, and it's just easy to follow along, and just, I promise you, will make you feel really good. Just took a shower, and now I'm going to do some much needed skincare. I wanted to go over some of the products that I have been loving during this pregnancy that I'll probably continue using even after. What I didn't realize prior to pregnancy is that you cannot use some products that have certain ingredients because it could be harmful to baby. So that was a big eye-opener for me, and just learning about what products were safe and what wasn't. And I actually found a website that I want to share with you guys. It is called 15minutebeauty.com, and it has been super helpful during my entire pregnancy when I've just been like a little bit unsure if a product was safe or not to use. And you just literally type in on their website, Caudalie, blah, 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 product, for example, safe during pregnancy. And then a whole list will come up of all of pregnancy safe Caudalie products, which is amazing and super, super helpful. Obviously, like retinol is something that is completely off the table. You cannot be using that. And there's a few other different ingredients that are just like not suitable for pregnancy, or even sometimes breastfeeding after, if that's what you decide to do. So it's really important to know this information and to just double check and make sure that you're keeping your baby safe. And I haven't really been doing a ton of skincare. I've just been sticking to a few different things, and my skin has been pretty much okay. I have to say, in these last couple weeks, I don't know if it's just because I haven't been sleeping the best, and I've just been a little bit on edge just because of, you know, it being the last trimester and things are getting real, that I've just been a little bit kind of overwhelmed. So my skin is kind of showing that. But I wanted to give my skin a little bit more love tonight, and I'm gonna do a mask. And if you are new here, you know how much I am a huge believer in dry brushing. It is something I've always been doing, and pre-pregnancy would try to incorporate dry brushing at least a couple days a week. It just is so, so good for you, for lymphatic drainage, for your skin to feel smoother and tighter. And I just personally, during pregnancy, have really been leaning heavily on this dry brush and just helping me kind of get all that water retention moving and out, and just not feeling so puffy all the time. And I really could not recommend this enough for some self-care during pregnancy. Again, something you can buy on Amazon that's super cheap, and it just really does help. I haven't really swelled up, and I can say I owe it to this. I had one occasion where my ankles were a little bit swollen. I believe it was like after traveling, and I did this one night, and then the next morning I was fine. My ankles were back to normal, everything was okay. So I would definitely recommend getting yourself a dry brush during pregnancy. This I already did prior to my shower. And now I want to do a face mask, and I'm going to do the Clarins Cryo Flash Cream Mask. This is definitely a mask I don't do every day. It's definitely a once a week type situation. If that, maybe twice a month, just because it is a little bit expensive. But you guys, it's so amazing on the skin. It is a little bit like cooling, and it feels so, so nice. And also it is to help tighten, firm, and is a glow booster. So, I mean, we all know that retinol is used to tighten and firm your face. And since we're not able to use that during this time, this has been my go-to, and I have really been loving it. So I'll just do this now and leave it on for 10 minutes. It's like this jelly consistency. Comes with a little spoon. And I don't use so much. Just rub it in. Oh my god, it feels so good already. It has like a mintier smell too, which is nice. This is definitely like a elevated product, and I think it's so worth it. I had like a mini tester, and I was hooked. I was like trying to get everything I could out of that little mini tester, and then I finally bit the bullet and bought the actual full size, and I really couldn't recommend this enough. So leaving it on for 10 minutes. While we do that, I wanted to share some of the other products that I have been using that have been really great and are pregnancy safe. So this is the face wash I use. It's the La Roche-Posay Effaclar. I've used this prior to pregnancy as well, so I was really happy when I saw that it was pregnancy safe. For someone that has like a combination, could have some acne, this is a really great product, and it is not so harsh on the face. It doesn't make you super dry, and I've really been loving this. Then a few of my just everyday skincare essentials. First being the Summer Fridays Jet Lag Skin Soothing Hydration Mist. Especially during the winter time, I was just like reaching and needing more hydration, and this has been so good. I think I went through like 3 of them already, and it just feels really nice on the face. Then I will use the Bioma Depuff and Brightening Eye Gel. Then I recently started using this Vichy Mineral 89. It is a fortifying and plumping daily booster, and this has also been kind of like a little luxury treatment, something I like to do just to plump my face a little bit when I'm feeling a little bit just kind of like tired looking, and it is really nice. For lotions, I have been loving the Summer Friday Jet Lag Mask. I've used this in the past. It is just super hydrating and I love it. I will say don't use it every single night just because it could get too heavy. And I recently picked up this Caudalie Vino Hydra gel moisturizer. It's for combination skin and it has really clean ingredients. I picked it up along with their self-tan drops. This is pregnancy safe, and I was looking for something to just help kind of give myself a little bit of glow out of this winter season going into spring. And I've been using this combination a couple nights a week, and I really do feel like I've seen a little bit more of like even skin tone, like my dark circles don't look as dark as usual, so I would definitely recommend. I'm actually going to do this combination tonight after this mask and after we do a little bit of gua sha. For the bump, I know a lot of people wonder what are the best products and what helps you kind of minimize the look of stretch marks or like pigmentation. Luckily, I have been okay, and of course I'm going to be continuing to use this product even after birth once my skin is going stretching back to semi-normal, but Summer Fridays Baby Moon Belly Balm was my first ever belly balm, and I loved it. It is a bit oily, but it does dry fairly quickly, and I really do like it. I like how it's in this bottle, so you can just like squeeze. You don't have to like dip your hand rather than like this one. But I went through a couple of these already. It's a little bit on the pricier side, but honestly, it's really nice. It doesn't have like a crazy smell or anything. So I've been really loving this. Then I have these 2 products from Weleda. I think this is like a brand that's kind of more European, definitely big in Switzerland. All natural, very high quality product. And I have their stretch mark oil, which has been nice, and then I have their body butter, which is also really nice. The only thing is like dipping into here again, it's a little bit annoying, but it smells really nice, kind of like spa-like, and I would definitely recommend. But knock on wood, I've been okay with the stretch marks and everything has been kind of looking semi-normal, but we will see after. It's just really good to make sure that you're massaging and getting all of that oils onto the belly as it's growing and stretching, and it also just feels really nice too. It's like a little treat for the belly. But yeah, I think I covered all of the products that I have been using and loving that are pregnancy safe. I'm gonna let this mask sit for a couple more minutes and then we'll move on to the rest of our little facial we have going on here. Okay, so I'm gonna keep the mask on and I have my gua sha in some ice right now. I'm gonna put a little bit more water so it can get a little wet. I try to do this in the shower usually just because it's more convenient, but we're gonna do it here. So first and foremost, you have to open up your lymph nodes just so all of the water has a place to go. So it's under the arms, right here by the jawline, just pumping a few times. Getting those lymph nodes open. You can do it here by the collarbone as well. I'm gonna leave the mask on and just do it over the mask. Wet the area first a little bit with some ice. That feels so good. Okay. Again, something you can get off Amazon, super cheap, and you just glide a few times onto your skin. Do the neck again. Not applying too much pressure, but pushing whatever water retention you have out. Let me show you one side of the face. I just do a couple passes and then swipe down by the nose area. Honestly, pregnancy nose was a huge concern for me and I feel like I've been okay. But who knows, maybe I just have like a blind eye to everything and I actually do look a little different and I just see myself every day so I don't realize. Under the eye, be careful because your under eyes are super sensitive and a little bit thinner than the rest of the face, so don't go too hard here. Just chiseling out that jaw area and again bringing it all down. You kind of want to like go on an angle like this. And it just feels so, so good. And then the eyebrows. I like to do a few passes. And then up and around. Really like lifting that brow. Trying to look more awake than I definitely am. Have not been getting the best night's sleep. Lifting that corner brow and then going up into the forehead. Just kind of awakening those muscles and trying to prevent as much lines as possible. And then I will do the same thing on the other side of my face. And then after that, I will then go to the neck and just pull it all down. I feel like the neck is where we hold a lot of water. At least I do, especially in this area. And then also, being on our phones and looking down all the time, we have those lovely lines that are showing up here. So, just trying to work those out. And yeah, that is my gua sha routine. I'm going to do the other side now. Okay, I wiped off all of the excess face mask and now my skin is super clean. Oh my god, it's also still feels really cool. So now I'm going to go in with this combination. So I'm going to do some lotion and then the tanning drops. Say you can do up to 5, it says 2 to 4 drops, so I will do the max. 1, 2, 3, for. Mix it in. I'm sure there's a better way to do this, but this is how I do it. And just rub it all over, making sure, not forgetting the eyelids and stuff. The neck area is also really nice to get. I haven't seen like a crazy change in my skin, just a little bit of like a glow, which is nice. This does not have a smell. This does not transfer onto your sheets. You don't have to worry about any of that. Just make sure you're rubbing it in. And it's been really nice. I mean, just knowing that it's pregnancy safe, has clean ingredients, is just something that I really love about it, so. And that pretty much sums up my self-care, skincare routine. We are officially 3 weeks out from my due date, which is so insane to be saying. I can't believe we are here. Honestly, last week kind of felt like forever, and a lot of people have told me the last month you feel like it's like 4 months long. Just the waiting period and everything just kind of gets heavier. But oh my god, I can't believe we are 3 weeks out and I feel like I have so much to do. So this morning I kind of like had a little bit of a panic, and I just feel like it's time to start the nesting process. And if you know me, I'm a big list person, so I literally made myself to-do list this morning, and it's a lot. I have to say, I thought we were doing better than we were, and some of this stuff necessarily doesn't need to be done for when she is first here. Like, do we need to have the nursery complete? No. Will it make me feel better? Yes. So that is something that I really want to be able to do before she gets here, and who knows when she will even decide to make her debut. But you can definitely expect a nesting vlog for the next vlog, because that is going to be what I'm going to be doing this week. A ton of nesting and just prepping and getting everything ready for baby. So if you're interested, definitely come back next week and join me. But I'm gonna end off the vlog here. I know this was a little bit more of like a chattier vlog, but I hope you guys maybe took something away from it. That is always my intention with these YouTube videos. If you guys want to see anything different, definitely leave me a comment down below and I will be, happy to take them into consideration. But as I mentioned, we have 3 weeks left until baby girl is potentially here, and I just want to provide as much content as I can before that time period, because I probably won't be vlogging so much once she is here. I definitely want to just be in the moment with her, taking everything in, going through the processes, not really putting too much pressure on myself. I know there's a lot of creators that maybe share like their first week postpartum, and I don't know if I'm going to be the person that does that. We will see. But I'm going to end off the vlog here. I'm going to start tackling some of this list and maybe start on a new nesting vlog for you guys. But as always, thank you guys so much for watching to the end. And if you're not already subscribed, please do consider subscribing, because it really does mean a lot. And I hope you guys have an amazing rest of your day. Bye guys.